Hello. I'm Jamaica Ramos Sosa from B Ed 1B. I'm here today to talk to you about gonorrhea. Gonorrhea is also called the club. Gonorrhea is an infection caused by sexually transmitted bacterium that infects both males and females. Gonorrhea most often affects the urethra, rectum, and throat. In females, gonorrhea can also infect the cervix. Gonorrhea is most commonly spread during vaginal, oral, or anal sex. What causes gonorrhea? Gonorrhea is a bacterial infection. You can get infected when the bacteria enter your body through penis, anus, mouth, and vagina, often during unprotected sex. You can also get or pass gonorrhea through sharing sex toys that haven't been washed or covered with a new condom. If a pregnant woman has a gonorrhea, she can pass it to her baby during birth. In females, the most common site of the infection is the cervix. The cervix is the opening from the vagina to the uterus or womb. In males, the infection tends to start in the urethra, the tubes that helps urine exit the body. Untreated gonorrhea can cause serious and permanent health problems in both males and females. In females, gonorrhea can spread into the uterus or fallopian tubes and cause pelvic inflammatory disease or PID. The symptoms may be quite mild or can be very severe and can include abdominal pain and fever.
Good day, students. I am Mary Jane Gamboa, your teacher for today, and we will tackle about the effects of gonorrhea. In short, it is the symptoms of having gonorrhea. First, let me read for you what are the effects of gonorrhea. The effects of having gonorrhea. First, let me read for you the effect of having gonorrhea. First and definitely is the infection. Infection that spreads to the joints and other areas of your body. The bacterium that causes gonorrhea can spread through the bloodstream and infect other parts of your body, including your joints. So the question is, what is infection? Infection is the invasion and the growth of germs in the body. The germs may be bacteria, viruses, yeast, fungi, or other microorganisms. Infections can begin anywhere in the body and may spread all through it. An infection can cause fever and other health problems, depending on where it occurs in the body. So students, knowing the infection, I will give you an example. Student, listen. Here's the example. If you get a wound from the unclean metal, then the first thing you will be experienced if you have a symptoms of getting or having a fever is you're infected or the infection spreads throughout to your body. So be mindful and be aware to your surroundings. So let's back about what is bacteria. Bacteria are microscopic living organism, usually one-celled, that can be found everywhere. They can be dangerous, such as when they cause infection, or beneficial, as in the process of fermentation, such as in wine, and that of decomposition. So be mindful, because bacteria can be found anywhere. So if you put your foot in the ground, then there's a chance that there's a bacteria in the ground or in the land. Connecting this topic about the effects of having gonorrhea or the effects of gonorrhea is one thing that we need to know. Fever, rash, skin sores, joint pain, swelling, and stiffness are the possible result of the symptoms in having gonorrhea. It means these symptoms caused in having infection or the bacteria within our body. The question is, how? How do we get the gonorrhea? First things first, there's a possibility of having gonorrhea in one way or another. It is having sex on your partner. Having intense sex on your partner, or having sex to many people or partner or the person's partners, there's a possibility that you will get a gonorrhea, and there's a chance that you may at risk of having AIDS or HIV. So discussing about the symptoms in both men and women, the first is in men. In men, the symptoms are clearly main focused in their testes or penis. They may be occurrence of having a white, a color white, green, and yellow that may found in their testes or penis. A highly possibility that both women and men, while peeing or urinating, they will feel hot sensation or burning sensation within their body while peeing and urinating. And of course, in men, there's an occurrence of inflammation or swelling. Ito yung sinasabi natin parang pamamaga sa ating katawan, in our body. Lastly, this may be a rare occurrence in men, but we need to be mindful and be aware. If there's a chance you meet or encounter in your acquaintances or relatives, it is possible that it is a gonorrhea. Here it is. In men, they will feel pain or tenderness in their testicles. Now, let's proceed in the symptoms of or in women. In women, gonorrhea can spread into uterus or fallopian tubes and cause pelvic inflammatory disease or PID. The symptoms may be quiet, mild, or can be very severe and can include abdominal pain and fever. PID can lead to internal abscesses and chronic pelvic pain. And now the symptoms of women in having gonorrhea. First things first, the painful or burning sensation when urinating, as I said before. Also, it increases vaginal discharge and vaginal bleeding period. Reminder, if you have symptoms of gonorrhea, this will usually improve within a few days, although it may take up to 2 weeks for any pain in your pelvis or testicles to disappear, or to disappear completely. Bleeding between periods or having heavy periods should improve by the time of your next period for women. Lastly, how to prevent of having gonorrhea. There's a saying that prevention is better than cure. Students, remember, if any of you, for example, you can prevent taking a drugs so that you will never be a drug addict. Because cure will take a long time, and it will take a few months to years. Knowing that quote, it is highly, it will enrich or enlighten our mind that everything that you may at risk for deciding something that may at risk your health. Abstaining from sex, like I said before, is the surest way to prevent gonorrhea. But if you choose to have sex, use a condom during any type of sexual activities, including anal sex, oral sex, vaginal sex. If necessary, both men and women must limit their number of sex partners so that they can prevent of having a gonorrhea. Lastly, I will end this discussion in a quote, "Be careful before it's too late." That's all, students. Class dismissed.
Can gonorrhea have a cure? What is gonorrhea cure? I know one of us has a lot of question and speculation as to gonorrhea cure and treatment. Yet this has a medicine. It's what they call an antibiotic. It is effective in removing dirt or viruses from the human body. It is used to treat wounds and pain. How is gonorrhea treated? Even though gonorrhea is highly treatable, it will not go away without medication. Someone who has gonorrhea will be prescribed antibiotic medication. That's all. Thank you.